and welcome to Watch Dogs Legion. So today I'm giving a bit of my first impressions and showing you guys a bit of a mixture of the gameplay that you'll be seeing. So you'll have gameplay from this spy spider, I guess it's called, and some sort of driving experience, a couple of missions along the way, a bit of drone footage, and just sort of give my overall opinion on the game. It's not really a review. I might turn this into a series. There's a couple of side missions, a couple of main missions within this gameplay that I'm showing you. And if you haven't played any of the series before, which you don't have to have played this game, I have played the previous two, but they don't link. But this sort of franchise is linking into Assassin's Creed, which there is some gameplay that sort of hints towards Assassin's Creed, and which has got my interest because I love Assassin's Creed and I weren't fond of Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 2. And this Legions is based in London, which is close to home for myself, only being a couple of hours away from London. And yeah, it just sort of really sits well, this game, with me. Like I say, I played Watch Dogs 1 when it very first came out, and I played Watch Dogs 2 last year when it was in the sale. And this game really does bring this sort of series up to scratch, in my opinion. The first two games lacked certain oomph for me, but this game really does sort of feel like a proper game, where the other two, I don't know, they just lacked something. Where this, as you can see, a lot of the monuments are just the same. So you got Big Ben, London Eye, and obviously where we are now. So Buckingham Palace, obviously London Eye and all that, like I've just said, are in the future. And there are some things that are very, like the big red buses, very futuristic. You got auto-driving cars, you got boats, and you can see like everything's had a bit of an upgrade. Obviously it's in the future. But the game doesn't only stop there. You've got the Spy Spider, which is awesome. You get a lot of gameplay out of that if you want to play stealthy and break in with using your spy stuff. Or you can basically go all gun-ho. And there isn't a main character in this game, which is odd. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. I really, really like the way they've done this game. So you are basically working for an AI computer, which is trying to build DedSec again. It's basically been framed for a bombing, which is the start of the game. And I'm working through the campaign myself, so I don't know how it's going to go. But you basically control the characters that are working for this AI, and you're going through recruitment services and stuff like that. So if you're someone who loves shooting your way through stuff, you'd go and find a corrupt army person and get them to join your crew, and then they've got like a big LMG and they've got armor. Or if you're someone who's stealthy, you'd try and find someone who has got better breaking in skills and stuff like that, like a thief or someone. Or another tactic that you might want is someone who's got good getaway cars. So you go and find someone rich who's got a really good car. So there are different ways of playing this game, which is what I think the other games lacked. And as you can see here, there are drones, and drones really do play a big part. You've got like a bit of just a standard drone, which is what I've got here, or you've got drones with guns, or you've got big heavy armor drones, or you've got cargo drones that you can jump on top of. And I like the way they use the London Underground as like a bit of a fast travel, as I'm showing here. There's all aspects of this game that are really good that the other games I felt lacked. Not only is this game really aesthetically pleasing, as I'm showing here, you can go to a bar and just have a simple drink, which is very British. It's very very different, because in this is a really futuristic game. You've got this old style pub, which is just really cool, which is basically where your base is, you're underneath. But just simple things like having a drink, using the London Underground, using drones to fly around. You can jump on a cargo drone and get in and get on top of buildings. And like I say, or you can become an army person who's really gun-ho and just shoot your way through things. But just simply looking at Big Ben and the distance of London, you can see London Eye in the future is really good. They've got these things also set that you can see on the right-hand side of the screen there, which are like checkpoints, and they pick you up from like the police if you wanted. And this is one of the sort of combat drones that you can hack. And as you can see, you can have drone fights, which I think, personally, is one of my favourite things, is having drone fights. I'm here in front of Big Ben, controlling a drone, taking out other drones, and controlling cars. Look, that guy down there is like, what the hell's going on? Then I can come in with my drone, shoot him. These drones are literally my favourite part of the game. And I don't know. I can't remember if they're in Watch Dogs 2 or not, but they're just my favourite. The amount of different drones, which I know weren't in the other games. Like, here's one of the big attack drones coming in at me, and you can finally, like, sort of drive them towards the end of, well, not towards the end, but when you spend your points. And there's turrets that you can control. I don't know, I just think the tech in this game is increased massively. And there's just something flying around Big Ben in a drone shooting people that just seems really cool, really different. So as you can see, I'm controlling one of the sort of combat drones, which just has a little turret. And then in a second, I'll be on top of a cargo drone. So you get to see all different aspects. So this is me on top of the cargo drone. I flew on top of Houses of Parliament to be safe. Used the combat drone to take out all the enemies. Then I can fly on top of my cargo plane and get into the Houses of Parliament. It's just really cool. And this is one of the main sort of missions of the story. And then you go into Big Ben, which you then get to use the spider bots. So you can either call them from these home points, or you can have it as an actual skill on your sort of secret agent. So you can unlock them for ease of access, or you can pick them up at certain points in the game where it wants you to use them, basically. But not everywhere has them, so I found this one of the first things that I unlocked. And there's just something about crawling through these duct vents and going into Big Ben. Like, this is the clockwork of Big Ben right now. I don't know, it's just something really cool. Like I say, you can have drone fights. Oh, I'm falling off. You can have drone fights from then going to spiders, crawling through ductwork, and you can actually upgrade your spider to have like sprint or double jump or invisibility. So these spiders obviously can go invisible, but that's not for like forever. Obviously there's a timer, because these spiders can be detected, and the sort of drones can be detected, so you're not invincible controlling these sort of things, but you can obviously be found. And this brings me on to like the sort of spy. So you can become invisible as a person, or a sort of corporate of this AI guy. So the people you can control can become cloaked, as it's known as a gadget. And you can also, like I say, hire spies, and like I said, army people you can hire. Or there's spies which have like cloaked cars, which is very James Bond-esque. And I'm not too sure if the other games had these, but there's something about this game that very memorable. Like I say, I don't know, I wasn't very invested in the other games, and I quite like the aspect of having multiple characters. Like I say, I can have a spy with a cloaked car if I know I'm going on a spy mission, or I can have an army person with like a big LMG if I know I'm going all gun-ho. Or again, if I want to control a drone, someone who's obviously got the skill to control the armoured drones. There's a very different aspect to the game, where if one day I want to be all shooting because I'm stressed at work, or if there's one day where I want a chilled game and I just want to like basically cloak my way through things. Obviously it's not forever, but I don't know, there's something about this game that's very different, which is why I wanted to make this video. I'm very much enjoying it. And I just wanted to get my feelers out there for you guys. If you want to see a let's play, maybe if you did, then be sure to drop a like and a comment, and yeah, just give me some feedback. If you've not played this game, then hopefully this video has inspired you to maybe buy it or wait for it to come down in the sale. I got this as a birthday present, so I'm not too sure how much it costs, but I think it is roughly about £35, which personally it hasn't got online yet, but that will be coming out early 2021, I believe. And I don't know how that's going to work, because I did find Watch Dogs 2 single player but had like multiplayer aspects, and it did annoy me a little bit. So my thoughts may change come 2022, whatever, in the future with the online. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be match made, or it's just going to be open online maps where you sort of bump into people. I'm not too sure how it's going to work. Is there going to be like sudden death matches where it's like drone fighting, which I think would be really cool? I'm not too sure. There are aspects about this game that could become bad, or there's been a couple of glitches that I have not really liked. So a couple of campaign missions have glitched out on me and I've had to restart. But it's a new game and there's going to be difficulties. And here we go, I've just completed this mission where Big Ben changes, which is just really cool. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of this, then be sure to drop a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Just to say thank you for watching. Please go check out some more videos, and don't forget to subscribe, support the channel, and stay tuned for more.